What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. Now, I've mentioned in probably 2 or 3 videos that XRP and a live stream that XRP will become the #1 cryptocurrency in the world. I truly believe that. I think it's a great play. I think it has a lot of utility, a lot of potential utility, and the fight against it being a thing, and whether it's registered security or not, or unregistered security or not, that's something that speaks volumes, right? It tells me that they don't want it to succeed for some ungodly reason. So I obviously do my research into it and understand that there's many pieces that could be the currency that takes over for the global currency of the US dollar, right? So I took the liberty of asking an AI chatbot. I asked Google AI, which I believe is Gemini, if XRP will pass Bitcoin as the #1 cryptocurrency in the world. And I think it will, right? And here's what they have to say. We're going to go through where XRP is right now because it's seeing a little bit of an increase, and it's good to see that. But also go into this full breakdown. So if you could, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. You can check out my link for Patreon, for Twitter, as well as if you guys want to check out my link for BTCC. This is a fantastic platform that I've been able to utilize for about 9 months. They are partnered with the channel, so it is a big deal if you do click the link and check them out. 10% deposit bonus when you specifically use my link, as well as extra bonuses up to $10,055. 40% lower trading fees, as well as being able to trade up to a 500x leverage if you want to. Now, I don't ever recommend it, but you have the opportunity to do so. Leverage trading just gives you so much more if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you can lose a lot of money. So make sure you practice. Good thing is that BTCC offers a demo trading platform so that you can trade with whatever you believe you would start with and just see how you would progress through it. Now, if you do that and you start making money and then you go and turn and try and do it in the open market, and it's a different market than when you were investing in the demo trading platform, it's going to be tough. So you have to make sure you build strategies for both, for all areas, whatever can work for you. So anyways, check it out. Link is at the top of the description. Now, where is XRP? XRP currently stands at $2.40. It's great to see it break that level. It got all the way up to, I believe, a $2.42 price today. And if we look at the market cap, it's currently sitting at $140 billion. I remember not too long ago, people thought this wasn't going to get to $100 billion. So the fact that it's at $140 billion, I mean, it proved them wrong, but also it shows that there's a lot of growth. There's a lot of things that are left on the table here. Volume is sitting at $3.76 billion. It is down by 46% on the day in the last 24 hours for volume, not for the overall position. Volume to market cap ratio is 2.67%, and you still have the 58.55 billion coins. Now, I've made the argument that we can see Bitcoin surpassed by either Ethereum or it could be passed by XRP. And I've also made a strong argument the fact that it will be passed by XRP because XRP has more utility. I believe when you look at Bitcoin, what XRP is now, Bitcoin was supposed to be. But then you have XRP that's faster, it's more efficient, that's cheaper, right? That's everything that you want it to be for a transaction-based currency, something that can be heavily used or utilized in banks. So with that being said, let's go through what Google AI had to say. Whether XRP will be worth more than Bitcoin is highly speculative and debatable topic within the cryptocurrency space. Arguments for XRP potentially surpassing Bitcoin. The utility. XRP is designed for fast, efficient cross-border payments, potentially revolutionizing the banking industry and offering greater real-world utility than Bitcoin. Transaction speed and the cost. XRP transactions are typically processed within seconds and have minimal fees, unlike Bitcoin, which can take longer and have higher fees. Deflationary mechanism. XRP has a deflationary mechanism where a small amount of XRP is burned with each transaction, gradually reducing the total supply over time. Now, you could potentially say that Bitcoin has a fixed supply, so there is that feeling of kind of missing out or not being able to gather as much Bitcoin, right? There's only a certain amount of Bitcoin. It's just like gold, where you're mining a certain amount. Our resources, we only have a finite amount. And who knows exactly how much that is? It could be a lot, it could be a little, but the scarcity is what really drives that price up higher. Now, institutional adoption. XRP's focus on institutions or on institutional use. There we go. Institutional use and partnerships with financial institutions could drive significant adoption and price appreciation. Potential for a spot ETF. Potential for a spot ETF. We already seen the ETFs that have launched or ETF that has launched, but a spot ETF could attract new investors inflow and drive the price, which we already have a Bitcoin ETF. So that's not really something that's an argument against Bitcoin in any way, because Bitcoin has its ETFs. Then you have new stablecoin by Ripple. Ripple's launch of the new stablecoin might boost XRP's price and demand. Arguments against XRP surpassing Bitcoin. Market capitalization. Bitcoin current market capitalization is significantly larger than XRP's, requiring an enormous surge in XRP's value to surpass it, which we believe will happen. Bitcoin's established status. Bitcoin is the original and most established cryptocurrency that is strong with a strong network effect and widespread acceptance. I do believe that that's a big deal, because Bitcoin, the nostalgia reason, will keep Bitcoin at the highest level possible, right? Dominance as a store of value. Bitcoin is primarily viewed as a store of value, attracting investors who prioritize stability and long-term holdings. Market volatility. The cryptocurrency market is highly volatile and the prices can fluctuate dramatically, making it impossible to predict future values with certainty. Conclusion. While XRP has the potential to offer significant utility and address real-world problems, surpassing Bitcoin market capitalization and price remains a difficult challenge. Ultimately, the future price for both cryptocurrencies depends on various factors, including adoption, market sentiment, technological developments, and regulatory landscape. So what does that tell you, right? There's arguments on both sides. Well, you can look at Bitcoin and say the reason why it is still there is because Bitcoin is Bitcoin, right? It's the thing that kind of started it all, that people continue to hold, that people believe is very scarce, and it is very scarce, right? You only have 21 million coins that actually is out there. But then you look on the other side, when XRP can be heavily used, Bitcoin was supposed to be the claim to fame in the beginning was that Bitcoin was going to be used as a form of payment, right? And you would be able to kind of substitute, instead of the dollar going through the US banking system, which could take 3 to 5 business days to pen, it was 15 minutes for Bitcoin, right? But no one wants to wait 15 minutes at a checkout. Now, with banks, you don't have to do that. You can essentially have a 15-minute pending wait time instead of a 3 to 5 business day, and then you still have those quicker transactions. It's just everything flows through Bitcoin. Now, the problem that you have with Bitcoin is that the price is so high that you're dealing with fractions instead of whole numbers, which makes it very difficult for people to fully understand or build with that, right? For XRP, it's fast and going to happen in seconds. So no longer do you have to have any pending wait time. It's literally within seconds. It's sent from one bank to another, from one business to another, from one person to another. That's something that's a huge argument for why XRP can be a bigger deal, because no longer do you have to say, oh, this is pending. We're sending these exports. And you'll get them and you'll get your money and all this stuff. You don't have to worry about that interaction to where we're wiring you the money, or we're trying to get you the money and it's just going to take a little bit of time, writing you a check, all this other stuff. No, it's happening instantaneously, right? Right away, right? When you say, I'm sending this payment, that payment is sent. It's simple, right? And then it's secure. You obviously have that security side of it. And then, not to mention the cheaper cost, right? Everything is cheaper. So my arguments are the same that are here. Obviously, it gets into other levels when you start to really dive deep into it. But both of them are great cryptocurrencies. You've seen that. Some people believe that XRP is horrible and that Bitcoin is just going to be the future. It's the past, it's the present, it's the future. No, I believe it was the past. Then you can improve upon what you do have. And that's what things like Litecoin, things like XRP, things like Ethereum are. You can't improve on Bitcoin because Bitcoin is Bitcoin. It's never going to change. That's just what it is. Now, it still will be around, still will have, $1 trillion, $2 trillion, $3 trillion market cap, probably have more than that. But XRP will be worth multiple trillions, if not tens of trillions, by the time we see that fully take over. So let me know your opinion. If you believe me, if you don't believe me, that's fine, right? It's my opinion, and it's your opinion to think the other way, right? Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.